happy it's you. What you're turning into is some kind of something that I never knew. You used to be okay, and I like you that way, but I don't think that I like you better. No, I don't think that I like you better.
Hello YouTube, just a little update on how my 3D modeling thesis, Bodacious Creed, is going right now. I have added in, well, I'm at the point, I think I mentioned recently in a video where, one sec, okay, there's his full body, and he's up, and this is in ZBrush, he's up at subdivision level 4. So what that means is there's the base mesh, and that's subdivided one time, which means 4 times more polygons, 4 times more than that, 4 times more than that. So I'm up at, with Creed himself, 161,000 polygons. And so I've gotten some, decent detail in there, getting things blocked in. And basically he's at the point where I'm ready to start turning him into his zombie form, which I may have talked about in my last video. I'm getting like a little confused on what I talked about last time, but that's okay. I just wanted to record this and not check. So anyway, so what I've done at this point is created some of the mechanical, the steampunk parts that are going in, and they need a little bit more work. I mean, I'll be working on them as I go, but I basically got most of what is on the head in here. So this part coming down from the neck, which actually connects internally, and obviously that's not going to be modeled, but it's part of the story. Connects internally to a heart unit here, and kind of gives helps to distribute power around his body a little bit more, because he's undead, and so he has his power source that Annalyn put in. On the head unit, this actually is a supplemental power source for to help keep his brain as active as when he was alive. Although in the story he may lose some memories for a while. And I do think I'll eventually write this actual story. I mean, after doing all this work, it would be a lot of fun to write it as a graphic novel or something. But anyway, so, and then this unit has this digital readout, which is something that Annalyn will have set up so that she can, if there are any problems with his machinery, she can check, brain activity and various body things right here. These two parts are to, oops, there we go. These two parts are to rearticulate the zygomatic minor and major, which are two of the muscles that articulate the mouth. So on this side of his face, they were severed and not working as well, and she wanted him to have full articulation of his face. And so so that's what these two units do. These turn, and there's a little device underneath that pulls the muscle based on which way that turns, and that's in control of his brain. She's got it all wired in. So this is actually this little plane right here that's bent down into his cheek. That's actually going to be the zygomatic minor, and I'm going to put the zygomatic major in here. I tried putting them in with another method called extraction, and it just didn't look right. I can show the idea of that real quick here. If I go to subtools, you see there's all these parts has a different tool, and a model is basically called a tool in ZBrush. So you see there's that one, and okay, so what I have here, turn those off, I have this model, which is just a copy of this top one, only I've raised the resolution quite a bit, and I can of course change it down here. I can change the resolution on that to higher or lower. I have this one hidden. And so I tried to do an extraction for this muscle on that, and I can show you here just real quick. I'm not doing this super smooth, but when I hit the extract button, which creates a new subtool. It's within him a little bit right now, so I'll go ahead and hide this and find that subtool. And so that's that subtool. That one actually doesn't look too bad, but I thought it would just make more sense for such a small part for the topology. I'm going to delete it. Alright. Now there's a way to turn everything on, but it's not happening. To simply do them as a plane wrapped around, and just a little bit better topology for that. And it has the edges I want, and of course I can shape this to look like those muscles. So that's where I am right now. The next, I'll go ahead and turn everything back on. And so there is some way of clicking this that makes them all turn on. I'll have to figure out what that is, because I've done it before. So the next step on him I'll be doing is actually bringing in some of the geometry on the head around here, and then forming it so that it looks like skin with muscle and bone underneath and machinery underneath. There'll probably be something here fixing the jaw and things like that, like where the bone was broken. But I just haven't gotten to actually modeling that yet. So there will be other parts in here, as well as actually I showed in another video a little bit how I was going to do this, but as well as this coming in and looking more like skin, and I'll be studying photographs of medical cadavers and things, like fun. But it's what I need to make this look realistic. So that's how he's coming along now. Hope you enjoyed the video.